Hello.
I'm all ears. I'm all ears. You please continue, please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, from last 4 years, I'm into the HR profile and I'm handling all this work. So, where I just thought of doing a SAP course which can help me to push my career ahead. And I got contact of a ma'am with one of my friends. I discussed with him that I'm planning to do the SAP course. So, I just need a good guidance where I can push my career with the same.
Okay. Okay. So your friend, he's already in success factors. Who recommended you success factors?
No, he's currently working with me. So I was just planning to, from last 2, 3 weeks, I was just searching about the institute where I can get complete my SAP course. I didn't found like I haven't did that initiative, but yesterday what happened? I was just having conversation with one of my friends. He said one of my friends he provides the course. So I told him that share me the number. So he shared me the number, and that's how I get connected with the man.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So, I will, just make you walk through regarding, what exactly our success factor system is, right? Where do we
Okay,
utilize
sure.
it? How does it come into the existence? Okay. And so, basically, your SAP, right? Your
Yeah,
SAP
correct.
is a ERP solutioning tool. Okay.
Correct.
What SAP is a ERP solution tool. Now, talking about the ERP solution, SAP do not only deals within the success factors. So this success factors which we are talking about today, right? This is one module of SAP. Okay. SAP
Correct.
basically provides you enterprise resource planning solutions. SAP have
Okay.
several modules across the industry. SAP has
Correct.
your SD, SAP has your FICO, SAP has your S4 HANA, SAP has your production planning, material management, right? N number of solutions which SAP already provides. Okay. So if you will talk about the global market, SAP is the biggest software, right, which provides any sort of enterprise resource planning solution, right? And
Correct.
if you will talk about any of the big organizations, they would be using the SAP in one way or another. In one way or another, I mean to say is they would be having any of the SAP tool for sure, right? Now, earlier when SAP was not having the success sectors, there was a very well-known software of SAP which was running into the market, that was SAP HCM. You must have heard the name of SAP HCM, right?
Yeah,
Now,
correct.
that SAP HCM was your on-premise system. Okay, SAP HCM was your on-premise system. Now, what do you understand by on-premise? Right? On-premise is that
Okay.
you would need to install a software into the system in order to run it. Okay.
Okay.
Then over the time, the world was moving towards the shift. Everything was going online, right? Everything, right? In 2012, what exactly has happened? Okay, that there was an
Yeah.
organization by the name of Success Factors. Okay, Success Factors was an standalone organization. Okay,
Okay.
Success Factors was a standalone organization. Now, and it was located based in California. Okay,
Okay.
at that time, Success Factors they were operating on the cloud. What SAP has seen, okay, this software it is doing extremely good. Okay, so what they have done, they have acquired Success Factors. What SAP has done, SAP has acquired Success Factors,
Success
right?
factor. Correct.
Yes. Okay, SAP has acquired SuccessFactors. Now, when SAP has acquired SuccessFactors, right here you can see it was SuccessFactors was founded in 2001, right?
Okay.
SuccessFactors was founded in 2001. Okay, it was a standalone organization. Now, by the meaning of standalone organization is that it was not connected with SAP. In 2012, SAP has acquired SuccessFactors, and after it, the product is known as SAP SuccessFactors. Okay, now this SuccessFactors is a SaaS-based solution. SaaS-based means if I will talk about SuccessFactors runs completely over the cloud.
Okay.
Okay, it is completely over the cloud. It means it does not require any fancy hardware for you to have, right? For on-premise system, any on-premise system, where do you install any setup into the system? For example, if you are installing a game online on your hardware, right? I mean on your PC, and if you are playing something online, right? There would be a huge difference in the smoothness, correct? Because your
Correct.
system here, right? If you are installing something on your system, it would require very good configuration in order to run that particular
Run
software
the-
smoothly, right?
Correct.
Now, told you that as a this it is a SaaS based model. What is SaaS? SaaS means software as a service. Now, software as a service
Software area service or
software.
software as a service.
Read here it is software as a service. Okay. So, what
Software as
software
a
as a
service.
service means is software as a service means that it would only require your URL, your user ID, and password to run it. You can run it from anywhere into the world. You only need a browser and a good internet connection for this. You can
Okay.
use it on your mobile browser, you can use it on your computer browser, just like you have your Facebook, Gmail, and all. What you need for them? URL, username, and password. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
In a similar way, for SuccessFactors also, you would only require URL, username, and password. Okay.
Okay.
And on the top of it, if like all these things, they have an application as well. That if you want to install the application on your mobile, on PC there would not be application. Correct? On PC there would
Okay.
not be application. You would have to run it over the cloud. It means over your browser. In mobile, they provide you
Okay.
the convenience to use it over the app as well. Correct? In the similar
Correct.
way, for SuccessFactors also we have a mobile application also. That
Okay.
config, that setup has to be done separately, but it provides you the functionality to use it from anywhere by doing the setup over the mobile.
Okay.
Okay, so
Correct.
this is regarding your SuccessFactors. Now, when SAP has acquired SuccessFactors, at that time it was only having the talent-based modules. Talent-based modules means, so if I will talk about SuccessFactors, what SuccessFactors do? SuccessFactors basically provides you why it is so famous in the market, right? First of all, this is a product of SAP. Okay. And
Mhm.
second is that it provides you end-to-end HR solutioning.
Okay.
Okay. Now, being in HR, I would like to know that what is the end-to-end process for an employee within an organization.
Like from hiring, you're talking about?
Yes, everything. Like I want to, tell you the entire process, the entire life cycle of a person.
Okay. So how it goes? First, we do a we hire a candidate, select a candidate, hire a candidate. Then we do the joining formalities. Yeah, and yeah, induction process. We give induction process, introduction, induction, then training. Yeah,
Correct? Now,
yeah,
when SAP has acquired SuccessFactors, okay, so at that time it was only having talent modules. What do you understand by talent modules? It starts with your RCM. RCM is your
mm,
recruitment management. This is what SAP offers you.
okay,
Recruitment management and recruitment marketing. Recruitment management and recruitment marketing. Recruitment management is that you can recruit a person from the SuccessFactors system. From creating the job requisition to the person, you would need a job requisition in order to hire a person, right? Till the time the offer is
correct,
getting generated for a user, everything can be done from this RCM module. After it comes
correct,
your onboarding module. Okay, onboarding. So onboarding is a separate process from RCM, correct? Onboard recruitment is a
yes,
different process. What recruitment consists of? Creating job requisition, doing the basic analysis of the person, screening. That's what I mean to say, right? Getting confirmation from the leadership that we are going to hiring these many people, then their interviews, then their background check, and at last offer generation, right? This much comes under the recruitment process. Then once your onboarding process gets started, then you collect the documents from the user, correct? You give them the certain tasks to
correct,
perform, to provide them the old company's detail, whatever is required for your current organization, they are going to fill all of those things, correct? Apart from it,
correct,
your performance management, goal management, right? Your learning management system. When you enter any organization, you do some of the learnings, right? Basic trainings, right? That
correct,
basic ethic trainings, POSH training, right? Compliance training, all of those trainings, right? Whatever would be your goals for the year, which you have to accomplish in order to get the promotion or get the hike, right? Right? So what are
correct,
all these? These are your talent-based modules. Not this. Up to here, these are your talent-based modules. And what is this recruitment marketing? Recruitment marketing is you're posting your jobs online. So what companies do?
correct.
Companies do the internal posting as well as the external posting, right? Company can
Interesting.
have their own career site. So you must have seen it multiple times whenever you applied over the LinkedIn. And when you click on apply, it redirects you to the company's portal, correct?
Website.
Where you
Yeah.
have to fill the details, where you have to do the get the things done, right? That all happens within this RMK, the marketing of the job.
RMN.
RMK.
Okay. RMK.
Okay.
Correct?
Now, yes, RMK.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what this is so up to here, let's say 3 months has been taken by RCM, 2 months or I would say 1 month would be taken into the recruitment process of the person. Okay. 3 months got consumed into the onboarding
Correct.
of the person, right? This would be the maximum
Correct.
time. Now,
Okay.
after it, what SAP has done, so the Employee Central module, which we would be doing, Employee Central, right? What SAP has done, SAP has built a solution around all of this, and this is now the biggest sub module of your success factors, right? Why? The reason is that entire employee life cycle happens within this employee central. As soon as the person will be done with your onboarding system, the person will enter into the employee central, right? Now, if a person is working for 1 year, or a person is working for 11 years, or if a person is working for 50 years or 40 years, right? His entire span would be done into this employee central system, right? So entire life cycle till the time the person is resigning. So after onboarding, person starts their journey within this employee central system, and they ends
And
their journey within the employee central system. They put the resignation,
am I audible?
their entire life cycle, their promotion, their transfer, their salary hike, right? Their department change, everything will happen within this employee central system. Okay, that is why what SAP has done, SAP has developed a solution which basically is now the heart of your success factors. Every module into the success factors basically revolves and connects from this employee central system. Okay, now, like I have told you, SAP itself was founded in 1972, and in SAP they have founded this HR solutioning of SAP right in 1986. So till 1986 till today, they were using this success or this HCM system. And back in 2012, what they have done, back in 2012, they have acquired the success factors, and now they have moved everything over the cloud. Now those customers who were using SCM system, right, they by default all are moving towards the success factor system. There are new customers who are using success factors. So if I will talk about the market, right, if I will talk about the market, so your APEC, your entire Asia Pacific, your Middle East, okay, your Europe, and America as well, okay, they all use success factors. Middle East, APEC, Europe, they used success factors very heavily. But if I will talk about the competition, America has more inclined towards the workday, a little bit more inclined towards the workday, right? Why? The reason for that is that this workday is also an American MNC, right? But the problem with workday is workday only provide you the HR solution, right? So if you would be using workday, they would definitely be using something else, something other SAP product, right? And because they would be using some other SAP product, because of that, they have to integrate that with the that particular product, right? Now, for that also, what SAP has done, there were several different products available into the market for the middleware. I don't know if you have heard or not. You must have heard of Dell Boomi, right? They have middleware integration tools. For middleware integration tool, what SAP has done for cloud platform, they have developed a more solution for the seamless integration between two different softwares, right? If you want to connect two different softwares with each other, you can do it with the help of this CPI, which is
Performance plan implement.
cloud platform integration,
Okay.
right? So this CPI, this is a separate skill. It works as a middleware. Middleware means if you want to connect two different systems. So let's say if you want to connect your SAP success factors to SAP S4 HANA, right? It can be done by this middleware technology known as CPI. Even if you want to connect it to a non-SAP system, right? If you want to connect your success factors to Oracle, right? That can also be done. Basically, with the help of the CPI, you can connect your success factor system to any other software. Understood?
Yes.
So this is easy, right? Now, after it, within the Employee Central system, okay, within the Employee Central system, you have the entire life cycle as I have told. Okay, so here you can see that these market EMEA, it means Eastern Middle East, your Asia Pacific, and your Europe and America, right? Everything is consumed by the success factors, right? Now, I have told you that it is a cloud-based solutioning, right? How exactly a success factor system looks like, okay? So I will show you, right? Here you can see. So I am entering the URL, right? I have entered the URL. Okay, this is your success factors landing screen. This is your success factors homepage, right? This is your success factors homepage. Now, I have entered the username. I've entered the password. I will click on login, and here you can see you have activate mobile app as well. This is your landing page of your success factors. Correct? This is the landing page of your success factors. So this is, see, this is running based upon the, this is running based upon the URL, cloud solution, just like your any other SaaS based model. Correct? What you need only, you only need, you can operate it. You can use the similar thing, you can do the similar thing over your mobile also. Right? Now, talking about the careers within the success factors. Correct? So, what you can do, you can become a technical consultant, which would be the most utilizing thing, which would be the most utilizing thing. That if you become a consultant, by being a consultant, what you will do from success factors, you can take the entire organization over the cloud. So let's say today there is an organization who are using any of the on-premise solutioning, right? Any of the local HRIS software, and they want to shift over the success factors, right? Being a consultant, being a consultant, what you can do? Being a consultant, you can take their entire, you can take their entire organization over the cloud. You can take the entire organization over the cloud. Correct? So let's say, for example, today Bata does not exist online, right? What you can do, you can take Bata totally, operations of Bata totally over the cloud. Their all business units, their division, their department, their company, right? All of their employees, everything you can set it up over the cloud. And how you can do it? You can do it with the help of the success factors. Success factors basically helps you with the help of this Employee Central to set up the entire business over the cloud. Everything, their entire business will move from physical to virtual. How many companies or subsidiaries they have, how many business units they have, how many division they have, how many department they have, how many cost center they have, everything will move over the cloud. How many employees they have, correct? When you run a big organization, right? When you run a big organization, then you cannot do the maintenance of the things manually. You would require automation. And your success factor system offers you that. Your success factor system offers you that. You there? Hello?
Yes, I'm there. Yes.
Okay. So
Hello, am I audible?
yes, you're audible. I guess your network is a little weak. So your voice is breaking actually for me.
Actually, even the screen is not moving. So whatever you're showing me, I'm only on the first page right now
No,
of
that is
Excel
fine. I
sheet.
guess there is some issue with your internet, Kaushik.
Okay,
Yeah, your
just hold
internet
on.
connection is a little bit weak, I believe. Okay, so what are the career opportunities for your success factors, right? So if I will talk about the career opportunities of your success factor system, right? You have several modules to choose from. Okay, you become you can become a consultant, right? A success factor system mostly is with the big organizations because success factor system is a costly product, correct? So you will be working with all the big organizations all the time, most of the times, right? You can become a consultant where you will set up all the things based upon the customer requirement, right? Based upon the customer requirement, what you will be doing, you will be doing the configuration, right? Now you can also work as a HRBP. HRBP means HR business partner. What a HR business partner is, that let's say your company wants to your company wants to implement success factors, right? What they will do, they will reach out to a implementation partner, correct? Now let's say you are working into Bata, and for implementation you have reached out to TCS, right? TCS has the expertise. Bata can only buy the product, but Bata people are not technical that they can implement their solution, right? Whatever the customer requirement would be for the implementation, they would require an implementation partner, right? So this TCS, let's say, is your implementation partner. Okay. Now you can be at the both side. If you want to work as a technical person, you can join TCS as a consultant. These are your career options, right? Being a consultant, for the you will be responsible for the technical configuration.
Okay,
Okay, you will be responsible for the technical configuration of the entire project. This is your one career option, right? Now what is your other career options? The other career option is of HRBP, HR business partner. What is the role of HRBP is, if your company is implementing success factors, right? Being
yes.
a person who is currently aware of your company's policies, who is currently aware of how the company is operating the process flow, right? You can be a person who will provide the input to these technical people, who would be the point of contact, right, for the process discussions, right? Whatever these technical people would be doing, you would be the person who would give the requirement as per your company's policies, as per your processes which are going on to your organization, and at the last when they will do the setup into the system, right? You can validate all of it that it is set up as per your company's requirement or not. Understood? So you
Yes.
have, so we will be preparing ourselves as per the technical person, because your goal is to move from functional to a technical role, correct? So from basic, from doing the basic setup of the system, right? What we would be doing, we would be doing the sample sample, right? What we would be doing, we are going to start like we do into the real time, right? We would start with the basic setup of the system, how exactly the system gets started, right? So there are two type of roles into the technical one as well. One is implementation, okay. Second is support, right? Now, what is implementation and what is support? Implementation means that you are developing the system from the scratch, right? So let's say today DMart does not have any system, and it reach out to TCS that please implement this success factors for us, right? They have a deal. So in implementation, you will be doing each and everything from the beginning. As of now, they do not have anything, right? They do not have success factors. Being a technical person, you will initiate that and you will do the entire configuration. That is implementation, right? Setting up the system from the scratch. Now, what is support? Once the system will go live, right? The support would be required. Any person who will be using your product, there would be a few new enhancements, there would be a little bit problems which will come, right? For that, they would require support. So initially, right, initially when we enters into the success factors, so what they do, they put us into the support project. Okay, in support project, it would be a little bit easier for you to understand the system. You will get the ample amount of time to understand the problem and to resolve it. Once you will get the complete understanding of the system, once they will feel like, okay, this person is ready to do the implementation, then they will move you into the implementation project. Understand? We are going to prepare ourselves from the standpoint of implementation only. That if from the day one they would ask you to do the implement, you should be able to do it. Right? So our goal would be that we will learn each and everything from the scratch, how the things can be done into the system, right? From the implementation perspective. Starting from whatever happens on the first day of the starting of the project till the time the project goes live. Is it clear? Right? So that is more or
Yes.
less regarding the success factors, what I had to discuss, right? So you can see this, everything would be here for the user, right? From here you can go, you can, for example, if I will just give you the glimpse of the user profile. So let's say there will be all of your users would be in this system, right? So this is the person's profile, their personal data, their benefits, their compensation, their job related data, right? Their time related data, their attendance, their absence, right? Their performance and goal management, their succession, their learning and development, right? Family details, right? All of this. So there are some of the custom solutioning as well. So you can see this. What is person's employee pay grade, job title, job classification, their FTE, how much they work, right? Their position. This is regarding the position upon which. they are getting hired, their hiring detail, their seniority date, right? All of it, their work permit. So this is how we set up the system, right? And your users, they would be using it, right? So this is what I have from my side. If you have any doubts, if you have any questions, I request you to feel free to ask.